ClipsPal just hit 1000 MRR. And first of all, I'm speechless. I couldn't dream that this would happen in just 8 days. And now I need to do something with that business. That's obviously a good business idea. And here are my thoughts how I plan to scale it to 5K MRR, which would be the dream goal number two. So as you can see, we just hit slightly above 1K MRR, and this all happened pretty fast, and that's good, but that's also, kind of a launch. So things will slow down after the launch, and here's how I plan to keep the momentum. So when I think about my marketing strategy, I just kind of think about three big topics: is acquisition, conversion, and retention. I think those impact like the marketing results you get. So in terms of acquisition, if we open DataFast really quickly, we'll see that this is ClipsPal since 15 March. And the biggest marketing channel right now is obviously X. And yeah, that's obvious. I launched it on X, I post on X, that's where we get traffic. And I think this like overall can continue for some time. I think I can get to up to maybe 5K MRR with a lot of leads from X since I have followers. And I think those topics kind of resonate with, indie hacker bootstrap founders. They are not an ideal customer base because the pricing are not cheap. And like for a lot of people who don't have, for example, revenue in their projects, paying $50 a month might not be the good investment. But I think still it's low hanging fruit. So the next thing is I'm gonna post a slop made in ClipsPal to, grow ClipsPal myself. I think the audience, kind of craves this on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I already created account. I plan to create videos this week. I think it's a little bit hard because you kind of still try to get to creators and to business owners, but I think it's manageable. I think that it would be, first of all, the best proof of the product is working, and it would be both the marketing and success case if people can discover the product from the videos made with this product. Yeah, and the third is free tools. It has a question mark. I think that people definitely search for free tools in that niche, and I think that there are things to build, but also this is what every other tool in that space will be doing. Not will be doing, already done. So all these pages are there. I think that's a tough one. I would love to do that because again, this is free traffic, this is long-term traffic, but like I haven't checked SEO metrics, and I feel like they will be pretty bad there. I feel like they will be just bad. So next one is conversion, is basically just getting more sales from traffic. And I think the first one is most obvious. Like right now, I have one good success case, that video, but what if I have 10 success cases? And I think this is where some time is definitely required to get that success cases. I have already some clients that we do done for you videos for them, so they will post stuff, we'll get videos, we'll get their metrics. So this is number one goal. I hope to get a testimonial, like at least 3 testimonials next week, and just kind of more proofs that this video, when done right, they get views. So second thing is proper onboarding. Right now, if you just sign up, you basically end up here. There is like those kind of pop-ups with context what's happening, and there is like a checklist what to do, but there is no flow in which you add the workspace, generate characters, blah blah blah. This all is kind of kind of outside, which is not cool. I'm sure of it. So I think a proper onboarding will help a lot because people will just be able to understand the platform better before we ask for money, because right now we just say buy the product. And kind of connected here, I think that it's very problematic that there is no start for free flow. And this is something that I don't know what to do, because first I did a $9 trial and it sells to some extent, but the problem is I don't think it converts really well after people try it, because first of all, they basically get one video for $9 is like a tough sell. But at the same time, I cannot do this just for free, because I will get like a bunch of users from poor countries doing videos, and they are not buying. So that's, I think, like maybe if I have an onboarding that gives you basic stuff, but then when you are ready to create video, it like says, okay, let's buy with money back guarantee, all good stuff, but still you need to buy. I think this like free onboarding might really work well if it's like limited at some point. and I definitely need that. So that's the conversion thoughts. I don't plan to make pricing cheaper. I only plan to actually kind of decrease the launch deal discount because 50% is just for early users, but I think next week we will do 30% off and like eventually, hopefully, just go to the normal price. So that's thoughts about pricing. I don't think making it cheaper will solve my problems because if I add $19 plan, what kind of audience it will attract, how many videos can these people generate. Like $19 plan is just, I don't know, maybe 5 videos at best, 5 short videos. That is it really worth it to subscribe for $20 for 5 videos? I don't think so. Retention, this is definitely a thing that also will impact marketing results because people, you might get a sale, but you need people to stay subscribed to the product. So a few thoughts. First of all, I think that you know a more automated content pipeline is definitely something I have a goal to to get, because I don't think people want to create videos. I don't think they want to describe this stuff, think about the scenes, and is it good, is it bad. I don't think they want to do that. What I think they want to do is basically generate ideas, and just click save. So yeah, I have ideas here. So they just want to click save to backlog. These ideas just runs, and that's it. I think this is what they want to do. And maybe even not generate ideas, maybe just provide a URL and just get the videos. So I think that's definitely a goal. It's hard because you can create an automated shitty pipeline, but the question is, will people be satisfied with this if it's automated but it's shit? I think that the answer is probably no. So the second is more engaging videos. I honestly already today did a few improvements. So first I added, for example, background music, which is AI generated, and you get a nice audio which is unique to your video. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's fine. Yeah, I just have a bad internet apparently. So yeah, this is just a short audio, but it's unique for the video, and it kind of makes the pauses less awkward and makes video less silent. So more things to come, but just making more engaging videos is definitely a goal. Just better scripts, better visuals, more things that are changing, better subtitles. That's just where the product is heading. Finally, I think the content schedule. This is kind of a promise of the landing page right now, which I don't necessarily like, because you can schedule content, it's working, but it kind of requires you to have a post-bridge API account, which is like definitely a stretch in terms of like does everyone have it? So yeah, I mean, I think this will definitely help with automated and with just value prop, because you can just connect your Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and just post from ClipsPal. I think that makes sense. So that's the plan. I don't know, I've never grew from 1K to 5K MRR. I think those kind of makes sense. I'm mostly concerned with acquisition, since it's tough because a lot of tools and a lot of them do things better than I do. So it's not easy to stand out. It's not like I created this tool and nobody has this tool. So it's a competitive market, and I need to find the angle that appeals to people. I think the angle is that it is automated, that you just add a project, connect your accounts, and it just posts really good videos. And I think that is good. So this will require having a really nice flow, and also kind of finding the angle how to attract traffic. So that's thoughts. Again, super grateful to every customer who bought ClipsPal and pushed the MRR. If you haven't bought ClipsPal, this is the perfect moment, because in 5 days and 11 hours, I will definitely decrease the discount to 30%, because this discount is barely profitable for me. So it's just for early users. And yeah, hopefully we'll update you with the next MRR milestone. We'll share what's working from these plans.